Hey, welcome back. How have you been?
Thank God. How are you?
I've been good as well. What brings you in today?
Well, I heard that you're interviewing alumni to get some data about how high school helps with college kids, and I just thought I'd help you out.
Oh, how nice of you. Thank you for coming in. Tell me about your college experience so far then.
I started college at Marquette University, and then 2 years in, I transferred to UW Milwaukee, which is where I'm currently at.
And do you like it there?
Yeah, I like it. I didn't really want to necessarily transfer, but I transferred because of my major.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your major then?
Yeah, I started at Marquette thinking I wanted to go for psychology. And then one of my friends convinced me to take the Intro to Speech Pathology class. So I took it and I really, really liked it. And then this was my sophomore year. So I contacted my advisor and he told me that that program was already full and that they didn't know when I would be able to get into that program. So I found out that UW Milwaukee has the same program, so I transferred.
It sounds like you're happy about transferring.
I was upset about it at first, but now I'm okay with it because I really like UW Milwaukee.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you really like it there. Could you tell me what things in high school that went well for you that prepared you to go to Marquette and Milwaukee?
I feel like high school really prepared me for college in like a studying kind of way. Like I learned really good study habits right away in high school, so those carried over to college for sure.
Oh, okay. I see. Would you like to explain your study skills?
Normally I would go to school and then I would get home and I would have a set routine. I would take a nap after school because I was so tired, and then I would have dinner with my family. And right after dinner, I would study and do my homework. And my parents were pretty strict about school. I couldn't like go out with my friends or anything like that during the week. School was like a number one priority. So
Okay. Do you think that your parents had an impact on your college experience then?
um, yes and no. I feel like I'm a lot more independent in college than I was at home. My parents still expect me to do well in college, but they aren't always like on my back about are you studying, like are you doing this, are you doing that, like they were when I was in high school.
I see. Do you think that high school was able to prepare you for other things other than academics, life skills maybe?
I feel like in high school I was exposed to like a lot of different types of people, and we were like grouped up for like projects in high school, so that made me it like forced me to talk to people that I don't normally talk to, which like carried through in college because I do a lot of projects with my classmates in college, so I kind of used those skills from high school in college.
Okay, it sounds like you enjoy meeting new people then.
Yeah, I really like it. I like being able to talk to new people and just like seeing what their life is about and learning like different aspects of life that's different than my own.
Oh, that's very exciting. Do you think that your goals have changed since you've left high school?
Yes and no. I knew that get, I knew I wanted to go on further than just my bachelor's degree, and that's still my plan. When I transferred to UW Milwaukee, I actually changed my major from speech pathology to audiology. And for audiology, you need to get your PhD. So, I knew I would probably get my master's, but going for audiology has forced me to consider going for my PhD.
I see. Have you thought about where you might go for your PhD?
I really, really want to go to Florida just because it's really warm and I hate Wisconsin and I really want to get out of here.
Tell me more about why you want to go to Florida.
Well, I've traveled to Florida a lot and it just, I don't know, the atmosphere and just like the climate and everything I really like. Wisconsin winters are brutal and I don't know, The only thing that's like keeping me here is my family. Like I'll miss my family a lot once I move, but I'm sure they'll come visit me.
It sounds like you're very close to your family then. Do you think your decision is impacted by how far away they'll be?
Yeah, for sure. I know my parents, they don't want me to move to Florida, but they know that I really, really like it there, and they know I'd be a lot happier there, so they're willing to let me do that, but it's going to be really hard for them.
Sounds like it. I wouldn't want my daughter to move that far. How do you think your goals have changed since you left high school?
Like I said, I changed my major, so that's like one thing. And when I left high school, I thought more about, oh, I want to like start a family right after college. But now that I'm almost graduating, I'm like, that's not practical at all. I don't plan on getting married for a while yet. Like, I want to get my PhD before I get married, have kids. I want to get my career settled first before I start a family.
Sounds like you're really focused on your job then, which is awesome. Could you tell me more about your major change when you were in college?
Like I said, one of my friends told me about the speech pathology, and I did it, and I really, really enjoyed it. So that's why I changed from psych to speech pathology.
Tell me more about why you really enjoyed the speech pathology program.
I don't really know what specifically, because that was like 3-4 years back, but I just remember I really liked my professor. Maybe that had a lot to do with why I changed my major, but
okay. I see. So you said that you changed your major from psychology. Do you think that audiology is the right choice for you?
Yeah, I think it's the right choice just because a lot of us are going to have hearing problems. Like right now in our audiology class, we're learning about how bad different environments are for our hearing, and just learning these different things has made me realize I'm destroying my ears almost every single day, and a lot of us have no idea at all. So
it's very interesting. It sounds like it could be stressful at times.
It's stressful, like knowing I'm ruining my ear, like my hearing, and yet I want to go to be an audiologist. It's kind of stressful in that sense, but I'm glad that I'm learning what I'm learning to help myself and others.
Okay, I think I understand. So do you think that you will go to graduate school sooner than later, or do you plan on waiting?
I'm gonna go to graduate school in a year. So I graduate in 2 weeks, and then I plan on building my resume for a year, and then going and applying to grad school. And I chose that just because I'm really scared about getting into grad school, and I don't want to waste all this time and money applying and not even get in. So I just figured taking a year off and making money, building my resume would just be a better option for me.
Okay, I understand. And you mentioned that you were scared about applying. And why do you think that is? Just because of the money?
No, it's not really the money aspect. I'm scared because I know a lot of my friends applied for speech pathology for grad school, and a lot of people didn't get in. And they had really good grades, like really good jobs, so it just makes me very nervous when I go to apply for grad school.
That sounds like it could be extremely overwhelming.
Yeah, like I said, I'm terrified, but I'll get through it.
It sounds like the skills that you may have gotten in high school and carried along with you to college will help you out with that.
Yeah, for sure. I know, like, I was very organized in high school just because I had so much going on, and that definitely carried over to college. And you definitely need to be very organized when applying to grad school because there's so many different things you have to submit and so many different application deadlines that you really have to pay attention to.
Tell me a little bit more about your organization skills that you've been using.
Well, in high school, every student got like a planner, a high school planner, and I used that religiously. I would write every single thing in there so I wouldn't forget anything. And then when I went to college, they weren't provided for us, so I went out and I bought one, and I still use it religiously. I write down when everything's due, when my exams are, so it gives me a sense of what I have to do each and every day.
Sounds like your planner has been a big impact with your college career as well.
Yes, for sure.
That's awesome. And how do you think your planner would help you in the future after college? Do you plan on continuing to use it?
I'm sure I'll use my planner to write down my work schedule, unless I have, an 8 to 5 job every single day where my hours are the same every day. If not, I'll definitely use my planner to write down when I have to be to work and how long I'll be at work.
Sounds like you could also use your planner for things like appointments or when you have a family, potentially picking up the children from places.
Yeah, that's a good point. I do that now too. Like, even in my planner now, it's not all school related. I write down, I have an appointment Wednesday at 3 o'clock, so that I remember. It's not just like homework and exams.
Okay, I think I understand. I used a planner as well when I was in high school.
Yeah, it's very helpful.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope that I'm getting my PhD and wrapping up with school. And then after that, I want to get a job in a clinic or a hospital. And I mean, my ultimate goal is to have my own hearing clinic someday, but I know that doesn't happen overnight and that you have to build yourself up. So once I start working in a hospital or a clinic, I'll probably, focus on my family a little bit more since I'll have a steady job.
Sounds like you have your hopes together for your future.
Yeah, I mean, I hope someday I get married, but we'll see.
You mentioned that you wanted to start your own clinic. What makes you think that, or what gives you nerves about that?
It just makes me nervous because I know stuff like that doesn't happen overnight. My dad, he has his own company, and he definitely didn't get there overnight. He had to work at a lot of different places before he could start on his own, and I think that's very beneficial because you learn a lot more before you're on your own.
Okay, I see. And do you think that anything from high school or college could help you do that?
I mean, just a lot of different skills. Like, you definitely have to have people skills when working in the healthcare field. You need to be personal, you need to be nice, you need to gain someone's trust is like the main thing. So I feel like high school definitely, like being on sports teams, made me get a lot of different types of relationships, which are definitely helpful in the future.
I see you mentioned that you were on sports teams. How do you think that has helped you get to where you are?
Well, sports teams definitely take a lot of dedication, and once I started, I wouldn't stop. So I was on the soccer team and I broke my leg, and even after I broke my leg, I was still very dedicated to the team. I still went to all the games, all the practices. Like, even though I couldn't play, I was still very dedicated. And I think that's a very important aspect of my life that has carried on to the future.
I see. I think that your dedication has definitely brought you to where you are today. And I just wanted to thank you for coming in. And I hope that you get everything you wish for, and good luck in your future.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Thank you.